Chit of Headings here for a two-part episode about the CineMorph filters. This one is all about the Sigma 18-35mm version. I've been dying to test it since it first came out, but I wasn't willing to buy a Sigma just for that. Eddie at Vid-Atlantic kindly sent me their Sigma, and I'm having a blast with it. This thing is razor sharp at f1.8, and I really like the feel of the footage. And now I want one of these damn Sigmas. This CineMorph takes anamorphaking to the next level by taking over a superb, fast, constant aperture zoom lens, the Sigma 18-35mm f1.8 art. There's no crazy steps, no taking stuff apart. The installation is pretty simple and the price is cheap and the results are outstanding. The insert is a thin 3D print in black plastic. It slots neatly on the back of the Sigma, and I didn't even know you could reliably print something so thin. Be aware that if you pick the version with flares, you'll have a line going across your bokeh, and most people will not notice, just you will know it's there. It's good to remember that this thing is also compatible with some other Zeiss Distagon lenses in Canon EF mount, and not other lenses because of the 3 screws at the back. I'll get to that in a second. CineMorph filters are always available and you can grab them at Vid-Atlantic's website. The basic option, just the oval, is $35. Then neutral flares are $45 and tinted flares are $50. The version I'm using here is the one with the neutral flares. The rear CineMorph filter is very easy to install. You can find the instructions either on the Vid-Atlantic's product page or in a small leaflet that comes with the CineMorph filter. First, loosen these 3 screws on the back of the lens, but do not take them out. Slide over the filter and rotate it to align. Last, tighten the screws back in place, but do not over-tighten. As a safety warning, the folks at Vid-Atlantic informed that this rear filter might not be compatible with every single speed booster, adapter, and attachment out there. For more detailed disclaimers, check the product page. I was able to use it with the Metabones Smart Adapter EF to E-mount without a hitch all the way through until the very last test when it got caught up in the mount and a tiny corner of it broke off. So make your own tests to certify you're clear with it. Eddie also said that if you experience problems, they'll send you a replacement right away. And the filters are fragile, so if something has to break, it's gonna be the filter and not the expensive adapter or lens. For sensor coverage, I should begin by saying that this is an APS-C lens, which doesn't cover full frame. As you're placing an obstruction in the light path, some of it is lost. Around 1 stop to be accurate. The lens will now behave as f2.8 even though the aperture is at f1.8. You will also want to rely on NDs rather than stopping the lens down, as you'll start to get heavy vignetting on the corners past f3.5 at 18mm. It was so easy and straightforward to use this mod that I now regret that I have to send the Sigma back. If you have this lens, I highly recommend this attachment. It's a great way to fake anamorphic bokeh and flare for wide shots with shallow depth of field and extreme close focus, which are the hardest types of shots to achieve when using real anamorphic adapters. Stay tuned for the next episode as I will cover all the other versions of the CineMorph. These are the ones that go in front of your lens or your matte box. If I wasn't clear enough on what I said, I meant subscribe. Now! I have a few other videos on anamorphaking and you can find them all in this playlist. Lastly, this project needs your support. Join me on Patreon for exclusive rewards, inside information, and the power to vote on what video should come out next. I'm Chit Fadungs, and I'll see you next week.